Good morning. It is a sunny December day, and though it's gotten a little colder here, we're down to the 40s at night and just up to the 60s during the day. There are a few flowers left, and I'm going to rework the last arrangement I made because some of the flowers really have a very long vase life. Stock has a very long vase life, straw flower, surprisingly some of the snapdragons and coleus branches. I have a really large coleus in the pool room that I cut back and used some of those branches in the last, in the fall arrangement I made. So I'm going to go head out and see if I can find any flowers that are left. I know there are some anemones, larkspur, and hellebores that are blooming. And I'm going to rework that last arrangement I made and make a fresh one for the kitchen now. So I'm going to go see what I can find out there. I forgot about the Lisianthus. Look how beautiful that is. It's just now blooming. I cut it when it was more of a bud and it's blooming now. There's another Lisianthus, a pink one. Straw flower. See how those just last and last. This stalk has lasted forever. And these little coleus branches are doing well. And there was a snapdragon. See this white snapdragon there? It's hanging on. So I'm going to use these in a new vase and rework them. I'm going to go, I know their larkspur is bright purple, so this might be a more vibrant arrangement than the last one, but let's go see what we can find out there. This is a potato vine, and it's growing on this arbor and some of these wild branches going this way. I'm not going to need, I'll end up trimming them off, so that's a nice little filler flower. I'm going to grab that. Found one really pretty yarrow. This area looks terrible. All the zinnias are dying, and I'm just going to let them go to seed here. But behind them, we have the Lady Gardener rose, and it still has some buds on it that look viable. So I'll cut some of them. It's quite a large plant at this point, and I'm going to cut it back significantly in the spring, so I'm not too worried about cutting weird branches off at this point. There's one way in there that's beautiful. I wonder if I can get that far in. Aren't those beautiful? So that's the, that's the Lady Gardener rose, and I know from experience that when I cut them this time of year and bring them indoors, they bloom. So it's warmer inside. We have a lot of this sage here. It's I'd call it Mexican sage. I could be wrong, but it grows like a weed here for us. But it has these really beautiful, long, purple, fuzzy purple blooms. So I'm going to cut some of those. All right, my new handful to add to the stuff I already had. Just got to use what's out there. Let's look at what I got. I know this seems unusual. Red clover. These are just, they look really beautiful out there in the yard, so try them as a cut flower. I got some more roses. This is the Nye Bevan rose, so that it looks pink, it opens yellow. Oh, another one of that. This is, woo, tricky. That's what this one is. Okay. This one is another of the Lisianthus that's purple, and then I have a purple larkspur. I got a few more of the anemone. These open with a dark center. White petals with a dark center. Unusual. A little bit of clover, white clover. I think that's an interesting accent. Here's the red. More of the anemones that open white with a dark center. Another one of the Lisianthus that's purple. Alrighty. Let's see what else we have here. this one yarrow. These roses are the Lady Gardener rose, so they open peaches and yellows. This larkspur is just the most vibrant thing I've ever seen, so I'm excited to finally be using it in an arrangement. There's quite a few of those. This is a nigella. I have a couple different colors of it. This one's more of a white with just a little purple center. And the ones that are yet to bloom kind of look like a little purple ball in a spiky, real kind of frilly flower. That's nothing. And then this one is the Mexican sage brush. And it grows like a weed here, so I have a lot of it. So, get started here. Use this vase, red. Yikes. I always put flower food. Things like this are good to use as a frog. So I grabbed some extras, but you don't need all the leaves in there. That's what leads to like rotting. So cut some extra of this. Just greenery. I guess it has a little. This arrangement will be all the way around, every angle. Let's get this going this way. Okay, so the ones that I used before, you can see the bottoms are not looking great. So how you reuse them, take off everything that's not looking great. Go ahead and take that down, down. And I'm going to go ahead and cut right above where it doesn't look great. Now we have a fresh flower to use in the arrangement. And that's gone, the stuff we don't need. I think I'll go with the taller stuff first, actually. This one's quite tall. And these are quite tall. Now this one I used before still looks okay. I'm just going to make a new cut for it. This is a new Lisianthus, the same variety. Thought I had one more. I do. Pretty, pretty, huh? Well, there it is. I started with the red vase as my color scheme, and I knew I wanted it to be more vibrant. It's kind of royal colors, reds and purples. And I worked some unusual things in here. I worked a red clover in. I worked some white clover in. And the potato vine is something else you might not think of putting in an arrangement, but I think it's a great kind of filler and a frog. And then I was able to also reuse flowers from my last arrangement. The Lisianthus, this another, the straw flower, those are all from the last arrangement. So it's fun to be able to reuse some flowers, and I still found enough out there to make an interesting arrangement. That's more vibrant than the last, and that'll cheer up the kitchen for sure. That's going to do it for me for today. I really just wanted to, there were some of the flowers in the last arrangement that were just starting to bloom, the Lisianthus, the purple one, and I didn't want to toss it out, so it was time to rework that bouquet. And the larkspur, that purple larkspur, has been calling to me every time I walked past it, and I said, oh, okay, I finally think I can make an arrangement and work that in. So I love this new arrangement. It's really vibrant and beautiful, and we have all our nutcrackers out in the house, so those are quite colorful decorations this time of year. So I'm gonna go put that in the kitchen. And I did get another box of bulbs that I'm gonna have to get in the ground here pretty soon. I'm 4 weeks out now from my knee replacement, so I'm gonna slowly chip away at that box and share that process with you. But there are things like tulips, which I know, pretty sure gophers are going to get them and they're not going to come back next year, but they were on a really great sale. So went for those and some more alliums, and I think that's pretty much it. Tulips, alliums, maybe some lilies, and I want to get all those in the ground here in the next week or two here because they're ready, and the ground is still it's soft. It's not super wet. We only had 1 inch of rain recently, and there's no more rain on the forecast. So it's going to be kind of a dry year, and it was really not a warm year last year. So hoping for a little bit of a wetter and warmer year, but it's supposed to be La Nina, so maybe not. But I am going to leave it there for today. I love the arrangement. I think it's so beautiful and vibrant, and I'm just really thrilled that there's still enough flowers out here to make an arrangement that's that beautiful. So that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.